Hi, I'm Marky.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is the Happy Everly After podcast.
Ready.
Hello, and welcome back to the Happy Everly After podcast.
We're back.
We did it. We did a whole summer away from podcasting. Well, we podcasted like twice at the beginning of the summer. And then I talked to our producer and I was like, bruh, it's just too much. We travel too much. It's too hard. We can't. It was just like hard. I didn't have like childcare. Our kids weren't in school. Finding the time. Drew's busy time is during the summer. So it's hard to like find time for us to be together alone during the day. He even brought up, he was like, maybe we should start recording at night. But at night, I just like, I'm nervous about my energy because I'm just so tired at the end of the day.
And then you lay awake on your phone the entire night.
Hey, just because I am an insomniac and I don't sleep well doesn't mean I'm not tired. I'm tired freaking all the time. Like something's wrong with me.
I mean, aren't we all?
P.S. I know, adulting, right? P.S. also, laying awake playing on my phone all night. Let's talk about that. I play on my phone after trying to fall back asleep for like 10 minutes. Like I'm just like laying there, but I'm wide awake. Like I'm so bored.
Well, it's probably because our room is so freaking hot.
Hot?
And Van's kicking our backs.
Van has been going through, I mean, he comes in our room a lot lately.
It's like 3 a.m. and I feel feet on my back. And I'm like, well, Van must be in here.
How does a tiny little body like his have so much power to like nudge us off our own bed?
It's almost like he intentionally kicks me in the back. Like he knows what he's doing.
He's like, hiya.
And I'm like,
he's like, you made me eat my whole dinner tonight. Hiya. I'm just gonna
the bed
get
goes from this big to like this big.
It's so true. But it's like we're too tired to like, I took him back
It doesn't matter.
But
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He comes back.
Yeah. And then at that point we just give up because we want to sleep. So we're just like, okay, fine. Welcome to the king size bed, bro.
I did snuggle him this morning, and I do miss that.
Well, I know. He's our baby. I know. I was going to ask you, so it made me so sad. You said that he was talking about a monster guy.
He said, monster guy in my eye. That's what he said.
That like breaks my freaking heart. Because
and I was
he
like,
always...
You're fine. I beat up the monster guy.
That's cute.
I already beat him up.
Because he's so like I would say he's pretty brave. Like he watches all the same stuff that Urban watches. Like he's into like Spider-Man and like superheroes and villains, and he talks about the monster guy. He's like, well, oh yeah, everything's monster guy. Like that's such a broad word for the
it
villain.
Could be me to play basketball with him.
Oh yeah,
I'm the monster
guy.
Yeah,
Dad, basketball, you're the monster guy.
Yeah. So that doesn't. Cute. I don't know.
But when he like lays down and he closes his eyes, he pictures the monster guy. That like makes me so sad.
But we all know kids, and that could just be a reason for him to not go to bed.
Yeah.
Like Urban, are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
Every night it's a new excuse.
Every night. Urban always goes, can I play for 5 minutes? And I say, you can play for 5 minutes, but the second you decide you want to come in our room and wake us up, that's the time that you lay down and close your eyes. But Mom, no. This has been going on for years. Every single time you get the urge to leave your bedroom after you've, played with your Legos and you're winding down for the night, rather than coming in our room and needing us for something, how about you just lay down, train your brain to lay down and close your eyes, because that's literally the time that he comes in, is when it's like time to lay down.
Yep.
And we let him like stay up and play. Like, I get it, bro. Like, you need to wind down for your day and you want to play with your Legos in your room for a minute. Like, that's fine. But, don't come in our room. And on the flip side of that, it's like, I want him to come to us for his needs. So it's hard. It's like one of those balances.
The other day when we went to the pool with a family that was in town, and he came to me at the end of us playing at the pool. I was like, Dad, my stomach hurts. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. Because he kept playing. He told me his stomach hurt, and then he kept playing in the pool. So I was like, cool story. And then he threw up on the way home.
Yeah, he was with
So
our
I'm like,
family. We got home and my brother was
real?
like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you that we pulled over and Urban threw up on the way
it's
home
like
from the
a boy
pool."
who cries wolf. Just
It's
when
true.
do you believe him and when do you not believe him?
It's true. Or he'll wake up in the morning and cough. It's like getting that morning like gunk out, and he'll be like,
Well,
I need
he's
medicine.
got asthma or
I'm
something. He coughs
for sure.
like a smoker.
But I'm like, dude, if you're sick, then you're staying home, and we're not going to Corn Bellies, and we're not going to the
That's
pool.
Utah,
like,
though. I don't know. I
yeah,
feel
our
in
air
Utah,
here is
just
so
like,
bad.
He just coughs when we're in Utah.
Yeah. If you guys follow Meet Everly Joe, I talk about the onion trick a lot. Cause
I don't know if that was coincidence or actually
honey,
real.
there are no coincidences in this
I
world.
don't know about that.
There are none. The onion trick, so like it is a known fact, like Google it, that onions soak in toxins from the air. So I saw this thing that like this lady, whenever her kids get sick or they get a cough or a cold or whatever.
I sent it to you. I think I sent that to you.
I think I saw it on TikTok.
But I think I sent it to you.
Anyways, I freaking adopted that, and I basically use onions as air filters for our house. And we don't use like chemicals, and we don't burn candles as much. All of those, like the toxins that we like put into our air. I like try really hard to keep our air clean. What is funny?
Yeah. It's awesome.
Just doing my part to try to keep my family healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What are you not saying?
Nothing. It definitely smells like onions in our house when you cut the onions.
One day. The onions last like 4 or
And
5
I'm like-
days.
And I'm like checking to see if my deodorant's working.
The
I'm like,
very
it
first day.
It
And
must be onion
I
day.
cut an onion when my family was in town, and I told my brother and sister-in-law, I was like, I'm cutting up an onion because our kids are starting to cough. If you can smell the onion, let me know. And I warned them, I was like, it'll smell like onion for the first day, but after that, you won't smell it. So like if the first day it smells like onions, high fives, you just like made hamburgers and cut onions for hamburgers. Like it smells like a barbecue in here. Boo-hoo. But it doesn't smell like that
No.
for the...
It smells like someone didn't shower for a week and they just got back from the gym.
No.
Yeah.
It smells like onions.
Yep.
So point of the story is if he says that it's coincidence, it's not. It's literally, I feel like it has helped tremendously. Like we went from like a cough in the morning to like going into the ER once a month for like steroid shots in our kids' butts to like try to get them.
Well, yeah, but our
get their
kids are getting
lungs.
older and we have a nebulizer. Like there's also other things too.
When was the
But
last time we used the nebulizer?
when was the last time we needed to?
I don't use the nebulizer as much as you do.
When it gets cold outside, we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. But there are no coincidences. It works. I don't care what anyone says. It's science.
If someone knows the
Look it
science
up.
behind that, let us know.
Yeah, for real.
Send it in.
So all we really wanted to talk on this first episode of the second season is we were going to kind of recap our summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we left in March. Where did we go?
No.
Yes.
We didn't leave in March. What?
January, February, March.
It was April.
Oh, okay. Well, the beginning of April.
Yeah. But like at the very beginning of April.
Well, there you go. Then March wasn't that far off when I said that. Go
But
on.
It was in March.
Where did we go and why?
Went to Greensboro, North Carolina. Chasing a dollar. So, yeah, we went there.
So,
Packed the car up, got a U-Haul. Towed the car behind the car.
yeah.
33 hours or something like that.
Drove. Road trip.
Across the country.
Van threw up.
It's not anything we haven't done before.
We've done it 1,000 times.
But yeah, we had a job opportunity out there. We went for it, and it wasn't going to be what we thought it was going to be. So we spent a month out there, and then we made a pivot.
Pivot. Oh my gosh, I love Friends. Go on.
Anyways,
Pivot.
we went to Cincinnati, where we usually go
Where we
during the
love
summertime,
it.
where we have our branch, and we did another summer in Cincinnati, and we loved it, and it's home away from home.
So he gave like the short answer. I'm going to give a short answer as well. It's still short. But I'm going to say that last year, so Drew and I own, it's in his name though. It's fine. Own.
You're not on the operating agreement.
I just said, I'm like, it's in his name. WTF. Owns a pest control branch in Cincinnati, Ohio. So when people are like, oh, like you travel to Ohio all the time, it's because he owns a business in Ohio. We go there every year. Love it. We love it. We have our separate set of friends there.
I miss it,
community.
honestly.
I love it so much.
I could
do.
live there.
We could live there
year round.
for sure. We need to visit
Would
there
honestly
in the fall
prefer-
and winter to like see if we even
I think
like
I'd
it.
prefer it.
Really
I'm not lying to you. I think I would prefer it.
interesting.
Just saying. Utah, step up your game.
Well, I always say that I'll follow you anywhere, honey. So it's just something to talk about, I guess. Okay,
If you've
so
never been.
his branch is in Cincinnati, Ohio. We
Yep.
go there every summer. But
513.
last
Joe
summer,
Burrow. He just got a massive contract extension.
how much?
I think it was like 200 million guaranteed over like 5 or 6 years or something like that.
Gosh.
He just
Be
got a
smart.
bag.
Be smart, Burrows. Don't do anything
And
crazy.
super funny, I saw something on social media last night that there's a bar in Cincinnati offering sad girl shots because there's a rumor that Joe Burrow just
Has
got
a girlfriend?
engaged. And so everyone's super sad that he's engaged and their chances are gone.
That is so
There's
funny.
a bar offering sad girl shots.
That's really funny. That's
Yeah.
cute. Okay, so we go there every year, every summer, and love it. Last summer was supposed to be our last summer. The reason why is because we've kind of like graduated out of leaving every summer. Like it's not really sustainable to do this every year with our kids getting older. It's one of those things where, and it's funny because a lot of wives, when their husbands do door-to-door sales, they leave for the summer. I make jokes that I'm like so obsessed with my husband that I can't just like stay home. Like, what? Me stay
So-
home while my husband leaves for 3 months. So I'm not.
Army wives.
I know. I know.
Military.
I'm not like dissing them, or like I respect
Sometimes you gotta do
everyone
what you
for
gotta
their
do.
decisions. I really do. But for me, I am like an adventurous spontaneity.
Spontaneous?
Yeah. You messed it up too.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I finished the word you were trying to say and then replaced it with the word you should have said.
Anyways, I like love to travel, love to explore. I'm like, get me out there, let's adventure. So I'm like, let's go. So we travel with him every summer, and I'm obsessed with Drew. So like I want to be with him all the time. And so we travel for the summer. But we were going to be done traveling for the summer, and then Drew got a job opportunity to help a company with their sales.
Yes.
And we were promised all these things, and all of those things were given to us, except for the expectation was sold
was
a little
fine.
bit different than what we were expecting. So it's like, oh yeah, you can make this much money if you do this, but in the area that we were in, it was really hard to do that, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Sure. So,
Sure.
point of the story is I didn't love Greensboro, North Carolina. I don't like hate really anywhere we've lived. We've lived in so many different places, y'all. The only place I didn't like was Virginia, and that's because I was barfing the whole time because I was pregnant with Everly and I was sicker than a dog. Plus I feel like they hated me there. I don't know. And then Greensboro, North Carolina, like it was just so hard to like find my community, find a gym, find friends that were like-minded.
It's kind of smaller than you would think. Like it's kind of a small town
Yes.
vibe.
Yes. And I was homeschooling, so that was new for me. I was like really trying to like find my routine, but I like couldn't quite find it there, which was fine. So point of the story is when things kind of started like showing their true colors, we were like, we're already out here, we're packed for the summer. Let's drive how many hours?
6 hours.
6 hours. That's
7
freaking
hours.
nothing for us. And let's go to Cincinnati, where we love it. And we know that we'll be successful there. We even debated on coming home. Like, we can come home and just, like, not be in Cincinnati. But we were already packed up. We were already planning on being away for the summer. So we just decided to do one more summer, which was our 10th summer.
Had to hit the decade
A
mark.
freaking decade. Drew and I got married April of what year?
2014. I know that because it's my code in my locker at the gym. 2014.
Oh, that's so cute. Do you do that for all your codes?
Just the locker.
So we got married in April, and then
Yeah.
we left in May of that same year to
14,
do summer
15,
sales.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
That's 10.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just are freaking veterans. It's crazy because Drew just has all these guys that sell for his branch, and they're all just so freaking young. They don't know who Jennifer Lopez is. They are like, a lot of them like are living on their own for the first time, coming out and selling. So
Yeah.
like Papa Drew is like their cute little mentor, and they're just like so sweet and just so young and just like getting their feet wet in this big scary world. It was a really great summer. It was really fun.
Yeah. Same old, same old.
Yeah. What was your favorite part about the summer?
I don't know if I'd be able to like say one thing. We went to Taylor Swift. That was fun.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like
Even
that's
though
a
it was-
whole episode.
It was a lot of money, but we did it. And it was fun, and I don't regret it.
And he's more of a Taylor Swift fan than I am now.
I think I've always been a Swiftie, but I didn't listen to her newer music when I got back from my mission.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, going to her concert was like, oh, like, I do like her newer stuff.
Right.
And so,
she's crossed over from, like, country to, like, pop, like, folk music, like, all the genres. She's so good.
It was a good concert.
It was such a great concert. Such a fun night.
If you didn't go.
If you didn't go, then it's coming out in theaters soon.
And she extended a few more stops.
Yeah.
In 2024.
Are we going to try to go again?
Why not?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun. So yeah, that was like probably your highlight of the summer.
That was fun.
It was so fun. We
really
just
fun.
went, just us two. I actually poached a couple summers ago. I poached a girl at Lifetime Fitness who watches our kids at the Lifetime Fitness to be my babysitter. So I didn't like have a lot of alone time. She maybe watched the boys like 2 or 3 times during the summer.
Yeah.
But we used her for the Taylor Swift concert, and it
was fun.
So fun. I have like a separate set of friends out there that I like keep in touch with throughout the rest of the year. So that was fun to have one more summer with them because last summer was supposed to be our last summer. So we like hugged goodbye.
Urban has friends out there.
Urban has friends out
there. All the time.
Yeah. One of them messaged me, by the way, and was like, I assume you guys went home. We haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
I just love their little friendships. So while we're out there, we live at a place. You guys should Google it. It's called Summit Park in Blue Ash, Ohio. And we live in those apartments. And those apartments, literally, like, if we live on the 3rd floor, on the 1st floor is like an ice cream shop and a restaurant and a little brunch spot. And there's a bar and there's chicken, like all the stuff. Mm-hmm. And then right across the way is the playgrounds and the more restaurants. And it's just like the most beautiful park you could picture. Picture the most beautiful park you can picture. And
there's a lot of stuff going on.
And then we lived there.
Super convenient.
Like we didn't have to like load up the kids in their car seats and pack up the car for an evening event at the park. We literally walked outside. Mm-hmm. And there were some nights where like me and the boys would just like go play at the playground till freaking 9:00 at night waiting for Drew to come home from work. Like it was right outside our door. So it was so fun. We just love living there. And yeah, it was a beautiful summer. I'm like so grateful that we were able to get one more summer. I feel like we had it in us and it all kind of worked out to do it. And it was successful. Your team did good. Hopefully they're all happy with their paychecks.
Yep.
Coming soon. Another thing I loved about the summer was Drew and I had this moment every Saturday night where he would like get off work early on Saturdays and we would do something fun with the boys. And then we would put the boys to bed and then me and him would just sit on the porch and listen to Taylor Swift and play the High G game. That's where it's like a question game.
Which I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
It is Hogel.
Our neighbor next door to us told us how to pronounce it, and I don't think that was close.
Hogel. It's a book. It's a book called The Little Book of Hogel. It's like you're gagging.
I don't think that.
But it's spelled.
Right.
It's spelled Hyggge or something like that. Maybe I'll like put that in the show notes or something. But it's so fun. It's a book on the happiest people in the world and why they're happy. And then the game is just like a question game.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like play that game and just like hang out. And I always say like the secret to a happy marriage is like keep like asking each other questions. Like we're growing and learning and evolving all the time. So like if you can just continue to learn about each other and your interests and be interested in your interests, then it's so fun. And you learn new things all the time.
All the time.
So yeah, that was like one of my favorite things. And that was an every Saturday night thing. And we looked over, like our porch looked over a field of like wildflowers, and it was just like so pretty. The moon, I just love it there. Anyways, let's go back. So yeah, I mean, that was basically our summer. We just lived in a freaking snow globe of summertime beauty is how I would describe it. For me and the boys anyways.
Sure.
Drew worked really, really hard. So we didn't see him as much. We see him more now. If you're wondering the short answer, what does he do in the off season? Right now, he's never worked like a 9 to 5. Right now, he's just preparing for next summer. So recruiting, here's your plug. If anybody wants to start selling, training, can like make
all
$1 zillion. It's fine. So yeah. Anything else? Any other questions, comments, concerns on the summertime, and anything you want to say about it before we move on?
I think you covered it all.
Cool. We're so excited to be back. We're excited for some normalcy and routine. Deep breath. Summer's over. It's time for fall. Let's check our seasonal depression and make sure we're all staying up on that, because that's important.
Do it.
Okay. Thanks for being here. Please leave us a review. We would love to hear your feedback, and share this episode with somebody who needs a laugh, or maybe somebody who is going through something hard
or someone who complains on Facebook.
I was going to say somebody who's maybe on the other side of something hard that needs to see that you can still find joy in this life after going through hard things.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful week, and
see ya.